Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Mike with another movie scoop. This time we're talking predictions to Avengers Endgame. So yes, Endgame is upon us. It has been 10 years. Actually, it's been 11. It's been 11 since Iron Man. So now what we're gonna do, spoilers, half of the universe has died, okay? Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of talk about predictions, see what we can do, and figure out what's going on. And how on earth they're gonna bring half a quadrillion. I don't even know. How many people are even in the universe? I mean, what? The Earth has 9 billion people, so that's 4.5 billion gone like that. Well, I mean, gone like that, and then like... Because we saw later that the number's slowly counting up. I don't know if that was because people, like, missing people were being, like, counted. Like, oh, these are how many missing people are reported. Because I don't know if they would really be able to track exactly how many people die on the planet. But anyway, okay, on to the predictions. Here we go. The movie is over 3 hours long. That means they have to tie up every loose end for every single of the 10 years of Marvel movies. They have to wrap up Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, maybe Hulk, all that stuff. So, first things first, let's start with our main three, the big three. Captain America, Hulk, not Hulk, what am I saying? No, go away, Hulk, we don't care about you. Okay, the top three, Captain America, Iron Man, Thor. Okay, none of these guys, well, and I mean, yeah, Mark Ruffalo with Hulk, he's not signed up either. But like I said, nobody cares if Hulk dies, okay? Hulk can't die. Like Bruce Banner said in Avengers. He said, I put a bullet in my mouth, the other guy spit it out. He can't die anyway. It doesn't matter. Who cares? We don't care. Nothing's gonna happen to the Hulk. Who cares? Whatever. Captain America. Okay, so let's talk what happened with Captain America. He was living his life. He was this weak guy, kind of skinny, got beat up a lot, tried to fight back. He couldn't. Everybody's like, oh, you're just a little guy, whatever. He got big muscles, so everybody thought he was cool. Captain America is still a fish out of water. He's still a man out of time. He is out of his own element. This is what's going to happen. This is another prediction that we'll talk about time travel, right? Rumor has it they may use the quantum realm, the time vortexes, as Michelle Pfeiffer said, to avoid in the quantum realm. So we'll see how that works, because Michelle Pfeiffer's dead, spoilers. So they're going to go to Ant-Man. Okay, shrink down. But that's the other thing. Ant-Man is the only person, besides Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Douglas, to go into the quantum realm. Are they going to get their little ship, and they're going to, get everybody in it and be like, all right, let's go time travel? Because, Captain America gets in. Before, it was just with the suit. It was just with whatever. They're going to have to get a bunch of people, go down in it, go through the time vortex, go back in time. But the question is, what are they going to do when they go back in time? What can they fix? Rumor has it, I think I saw set photos of them in the 50s. Question is, what can they do in the 50s? Because it's not, unless they get the Tesseract and destroy it or something. If they go back in time, will it not only affect Infinity War, but then will it also have repercussions on Iron Man, Thor, Captain America even? You know what they could do? This is what me and my coworker were talking about. What if, instead of killing Captain America or keeping him around and saying, oh, because the three actors, they aren't signed up for anything. Robert Downey Jr., no contract. Chris Evans just doesn't even want to do it anymore. That means he's not going to be in it. It doesn't matter whether or not the character is. The actual actor is gone either way. So they can either say, oh, he's dead, or they can say, oh, he's off somewhere else, or they can say, oh, he's been recast. Here you go. Surprise. That would actually be really funny. Let's say that they take Captain America and they leave him in the past. Huh? That way, he can still be frozen in the future, come out and save the world, and he can live his old life back in the past. Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? That'd be nuts. That would be kind of impressive if they dared to do that. Now let's talk Iron Man. So Iron Man, you might kind of a fan, whatever. Iron Man started it all. He was the guy. Iron Man's interesting because we know Robert Downey Jr. is kind of done. Every movie that they do with Robert Downey Jr., they have to pay him like $50 million. He is way too expensive. They're like, we're not going to pay you this much money. We don't care. We have Captain Marvel now. We have Doctor Strange. We have Black Panther. We have Spider-Man. Nobody cares. They're like, well, you are out of here, Mr. Stark. You are done. We don't need you anymore. Which bums me out. You know, I'm kind of bummed because Iron Man, I knew Iron Man was coming out before the movie came out. I was super excited. So I just want Iron Man 4 with Iron Man fighting Mandarin. Then we're good. Let's just do that, and then we'll be done. 10 magic rings, which really aren't magic. They're advanced alien technology. And that would work, because we have a lot of aliens now, too. It's fine. It's good. Iron Man, he's probably going to die. Like, there's no other way. Like, there is nothing. I don't know how else they could do it. What, are they going to say, oh, he's off with Pepper, and they have a kid? There you go. That would actually be really nice. That'd be touching. You know, I just don't want him to die. From a financial perspective, I could see them keeping him around because Robert Downey Jr. has said that if they pay him enough money or whatever, I'm sure he could come back. Chris Evans, no, he's done. He's like, no, leave me alone. But I mean, Robert Downey Jr., I think he's open. You know, you open up a big suitcase of cash and there's like $3 million in there. And he's like, oh, that's nothing compared to what you paid me with $50 million. I don't know if they have enough money to pay Robert Downey Jr., let alone an Iron Man 4. So I really want them to leave that open, okay? Let's say that Tony Stark goes off and lives happily with Pepper. Captain America goes off and is happy with Peggy in the past. Number 2, Tony Stark goes off and is happy with Pepper in the present. Number 3, Thor goes off with Jane Foster. Just kidding, they broke up. Oh, sorry, Thor, you're all alone. I don't think Thor's gonna die. I think he could just go off with his people, right? He can get in a spaceship, he can go back. Didn't only half the people die? Or all of them? Because, like, weren't they all on a ship? Oh, Valkyrie's around there somewhere. I think she's with a group of people. He can get his ragtag group of Asgardians, and they can go off and be in another planet. So Thor's fine, whatever. He can't die. How are they going to kill him? Shoot him in the head? No. A bullet, bounce off, whatever. He can't die. Oh, the ultimate sacrifice. That's true. I don't see Thor doing the ultimate sacrifice and sacrificing himself to bring everybody back. I maybe Iron Man. I mean, he already sacrificed himself almost for the Avengers with the nuclear bomb and all that stuff. And then, like I said, Hulk, he's not going to die, whatever. Nobody cares about Hulk, whatever. Will he come back in the movie? Will we see Hulk? I want to say yes. All right? I'm going to say yes. There was a movie poster I might have seen. Yes, Hulk is coming back. Yes, Hulk is coming back. Like the actual Hulk. Okay, so we're going to see Hulk. As we've seen, I think, in the marketing. I don't know. I'm blacked out. I don't check any of this stuff. No way. Okay, and now let's talk Vision. Vision. Vision's one of my favorite characters because he is Paul Bettany, who was also Chaucer in A Knight's Tale, but he was also Jarvis, okay? When I knew Paul Bettany was playing Jarvis, why? Because Paul Bettany is friends with Jon Favreau, and Jon Favreau said, Paul Bettany, I need you to be an English robot voice because those are the best kind of butler robot voices, and you need to be Tony Stark's assistant guy person. In the book that I read, the audiobook, Jarvis was actually more of a robot with just protocol. He wasn't really like, he wasn't quite as sassy, if you will. Vision, okay? You take Jarvis's mentality, you take a robot made of like what? Wasn't he vibranium? Put them together, and what have you got? Bibbidi bobbidi boo. You've got one of the coolest characters, a super robot that can like phase through things. He can shoot stuff with his Mind Stone. Oh, man. Can I just say the Mind Stone? I knew it. In Age of Ultron, when he was created, and you see the Mind Stone on his forehead. And I was like, Vision, that stone is going to go into the Infinity Gauntlet. Okay? Vision, you need to get that stone out of your head because Thanos needs it in his gauntlet. I knew it. What was it? Shake the 8-ball. Outlook not good. Right? They said let's separate Jarvis from the Mind Stone. Let's separate that. We'll figure it out. We'll get this done. Get good. But there were so many different circuits that Shuri had to be like, okay, boom, 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 boom. Let's fix that. Let's get this figured out. So she was doing that the whole time while they're fighting, battling outside Wakanda. She's working on it, helping Vision, all that good stuff. So they infiltrate the lair and to stop or to get at Vision, right? So the bad guys, children of Thanos, infiltrate the place they're at where Shuri's working, and you see, okay, look, you guys, she's done. She did it. She finished it. Basically, when you watch, she finishes the last final circuits, closes it, and then at that exact moment she gets hit. Okay? Like she's done. So what they're gonna do, okay? What they're gonna do is they're going to say, hey, BT Dubs, we can bring Vision back. That was so sad. He ripped this Mind Stone out of his head and Vision's laying there, just like bleeding, blood everywhere. Just this like gray death. Like he's not just a dead body, he's like this like destroyed creature. Shuri's gonna come out and be like, hey, guess what? She's still alive, right? We're good. We're good? Does she still live? They're gonna say, guess what? She finished. He's good. Let's do this. They're gonna put him back on the table. They're gonna fix his head, activate him. Jarvis comes back alive, and boom, they got Vision. Except he can't shoot stuff with the Mind Stone because he doesn't have a Mind Stone. But he could probably still phase through things. Maybe not because he doesn't have the Mind Stone. He can still flat. No. He'll be alive. Okay, that's all we'll have. And he'll be made of vibranium. So there you go. See, we're all good. And what? Isn't Scarlet Witch still alive? So they can still be all like, yay, we're happy together. Is she alive? She died too? I think she's still alive because that would make it more sad. Anybody who had like a pair, one of the pairs died. They did that on purpose. Oh, Groot and Rocket. Oh, too bad. Sorry, Groot was saying dad as he was saying bye to Rocket dying. Tony Stark and Spider-Man. Guess what? So bring Vision back. We're doing it. You heard it here first. But Mike, he's not on the poster. No. Shh. I don't care. We don't have a poster for him. Another question. Let's move to Doctor Strange now. Is this all part of Doctor Strange's plan? Did he plan this from the moment he said he saw one outcome? We're into Endgame now. Did he remember? I think he did. I think he knows what's happening. You know what'd be even cooler is if Endgame started with the snap. You see Steve Rogers there and you see everybody dying and everything. And then it zooms out. And then you see somebody was thinking that and it shows Doctor Strange's eye, and then you realize that was one of the outcomes that Doctor Strange was watching, and then we're actually back where the Thanos fight was. Just kidding, that'd be really dumb. I hate when they do that. Negates the entire scene that they showed. I think it is all part of Doctor Strange's plan. He knew what was going on. He had to set everything in place. The problem is an ultimate sacrifice also part of Doctor Strange's plan? That's the question. Because yes, yay, save the day, bring half of the universe back. Okay, great, but at what cost? At what cost do we have to bring that many people back? That many species things, aliens, creatures. I think just like when he snapped and like the gauntlet got all mangled, which by the way, I don't know how on earth they're gonna bring the gauntlet back. Is a good guy gonna put it on and be like, just kidding, that's awesome? We're just gonna have to see. I think Doctor Strange knew what he was doing. He'll be like, by the way, look what I did. Told you guys. I told you. I said there's one option. We did it. Oh, another prediction. Everybody coming back to life. Yeah, duh. Like, duh. Everyone's coming back to life. That's a no-brainer. We all know everybody's going to come back to life. It's the ones that are alive that we have to worry about who are going to stay dead. After this movie, that's the question on who's really going to stay alive. Because this is not... If Iron Man dies, this is not... And then we got the ace up the sleeve. Somebody that we just barely discovered from the 80s that has apparently been around this whole time. And that we didn't even know about because she's been off in some planet thing doing something. Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is here, apparently somewhere. We've had this pager this whole time, okay? She gave Nick Fury the pager back in the 80s. And then all of a sudden he's using it now? There's been multiple occurrences you could have used it. Maybe he did. We don't know. Maybe he tried for Avengers. Or maybe he said, you know what? It's just the city. We should be fine. But when it's a universe-threatening event, yeah, maybe. Spoiler alert. She's here. She met up and said, where's Fury? He's dead. Yeah. Which, you know, a lot more people died than half. You know, all of a sudden it was like Nick Fury, Maria. It seemed like the plot points really killed as many people as it needed without caring if it's half or not. Whatever. Great. Get more power to ya. Question is, where is Captain Marvel gonna fit into all of this? She's never been part of the Avengers. She's never been part of the team. How is the dynamic gonna work? And the question is, has she seen or heard of Thanos before? She's been around the galaxy. She kind of knows a thing or two. There's no way she hasn't heard of him, or at least the children of Thanos or something. Number 2, in Captain Marvel, she was way, spoiler alert, too overpowered. She was way too powerful. Question is, will she just one-punch Thanos and we're done? Boom. The end. Even if you beat the crap out of Thanos and he's like laying there like all like, you still have to bring everybody back. Captain Marvel, she's overpowered. She's way more powerful than any of the Avengers, even all of the Avengers combined. So, question is, are they going to nerf her? Or are they just going to say Thanos is even so much more powerful? So here's Thanos. Here's Captain Marvel, here's the rest of the Avengers, here's normal humans. That's the question. Where does she fit in all of this? How is she going to be a part of the team? Because as we saw in Captain Marvel, she can basically do everything for anyone ever in the world. She doesn't need nothing for no one. She can apparently fly at light speed. When you're that powerful, you don't really need a team, okay? You just don't know what's gonna happen. There will be Captain Marvel 2. That means she's not dead. She can't die anyway. She's overpowered. Who cares? Whatever. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Whatever. I want to say Captain Marvel will not defeat Thanos all by herself. I really hope that doesn't happen because that would totally ruin it. Deus Ex Machina. Oh, by the way, we just happen to have this ace up our sleeve that beat the game. Let's talk about how they're going to bring back everyone to life. We do have a superhero that can grab the gauntlet, snap it back, and say, hey, magic, work your magic to come back to life. We could have them, like I said, go back in time. They work their way up, and none the twain shall meet. I still don't know how they can go back in time, though, and fix things. Yeah, if they go back, like, right before Thanos, but if they go back to the 50s, they have to, like, get rid of the Tesseract. They have to destroy that. It's the only thing I could think of. Destroying, right? Changing the future. No, that's it. I'm out of ideas. Let me know if you have any ideas, because there's no way. Oh, with the Soul Stone, that's true. Another idea. People didn't actually die. Okay, they didn't traditionally die. They just kind of like, traditionally dying, you would have just like billions of bodies just laying there rotting. They didn't die. They dissolved. They dusted. So what I'm thinking is, they're not traditionally dead. Soul Stone has a special ability, right? We saw Gamora is alive in the Soul Stone. Her little girlness is in it. I'm thinking, all of those souls could have gone into the Soul Stone. All they have to do is use the Soul Stone to bring everybody back. So they could try that. Thanos sacrificed Gamora, and then he got the Soul Stone, right? And she died. Except she technically died. And then her soul was still in the Soul Stone. So what they could do is say, hey, let's go to where we got the Soul Stone. Let's sacrifice. They could go to where the Soul Stone is. They could throw Tony Stark off and he could land on the ground. And then they could say, hey, bring all the souls back. Which would be really dumb. And I really don't want it to be that way. Because that would be so stupid. But Red Skull is still there. He still has to be doing something, right? He's guarding something still. It's not like they're like, oh, you can go free now. Be free. Go live your Red Skull life. No, he's still guarding something. Oh, Xandar, that's true. Okay, so we did not see the destruction of Xandar in Infinity War. Let's start Endgame with the destruction of Xandar, and then we'll work our way up. That could be pretty cool. That could be cool. The destruction of Xandar kind of defeated the whole purpose of the Guardians of the Galaxy, because that's what they were trying to do, is save Xandar. So that kind of stings. I think we'll have to fix that. They might even fix Thor. All of Thor's people dying too. Maybe they can wish that Thanos had never existed. Maybe they go back in time and they prevent Thanos from even being born. Or they kill baby Thanos. See, there you go. It all fits together like a puzzle piece. All pieces together. So those are just a few predictions. Hopeful predictions. I hope we can have good, happy endings. It's such a long movie, and there's been so many movies they have to tie up. Will we get a Lord of the Rings type Return of the King ending, where we have 20 different endings? Oh, let's wrap up Iron Man. Oh, let's wrap up Captain America. Let's wrap up Thor. Let's wrap up Hulk. Let's wrap up Black Widow. Just kidding. She's getting a movie too, so she survives. Let's wrap up Doctor Strange. We don't need to. He's getting another movie. Let's wrap up Black Panther. We don't need to. He's getting another movie. Let's wrap up Spider-Man. That movie's already ready to come out. Let's wrap up Vision. We could wrap up Vision. That'd be cool. Oh, Vision needs his own movie. Dude. Hey, Vision needs his own movie. Hey. Vision needs a movie. So that's going to do it. Let me know if you have any predictions, what you think. If you do know what the actual answer is, don't tell me. But have predictions anyway. Because, man, this is going to be a bumpy ride. And then I'll be back here and we'll talk about the predictions and what happened. And we'll see exactly how on point we were. Because like I said, I don't want anyone to die. Everyone, of course, is going to come back to life. Team goes back in time. Captain Marvel, please don't fix everything with one punch. Ant-Man helps them go through time. All according to Doctor Strange's plan. And Vision comes back to life without the stone. Vision just comes back to life because they already fixed him. So we'll give those a go. We'll come back here. We'll see how well I was at predicting stuff. You leave your predictions. We'll talk about those predictions as well. And it's going to be all sorts of fun. And the biggest question is, what are they going to do after Infinity War? Because this is, well, we already know. They're doing Endgame. But the question is, what are they doing after Endgame? Because Thanos is done. Infinity Stones are done. What other MacGuffins do they have up their sleeves? That's the question. And I'll be back here with answering those questions as the Marvel Cinematic Universe continues. We're getting more videos coming at you. This is real. This is for realsies this time. So that is going to do it. Like I said, I'm working on a studio. I'm going to be bringing many more latest scoops at you. So I'll be back here with talking about Marvel Cinematic Universe, all sorts of movies, games, TV shows, technology, etc., etc. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel to keep up with all my newest videos. And I'll see you next time with another movie scoop. And by the way, where did you get that shirt? Where did that shirt come from? Guess what? 10 years old. 11 from the Comic-Con. When Iron Man was first shown, that would have been 2007. Yeah, that's crazy. Did half of the animals die, or was it just sentient beings? That's another question I had. How many, like, where it's like, oh, there's too many bunnies, we gotta kill half of the bunnies? Because honestly, I will say, a lot more invasive species. An invasive species will hurt the environment way more than humans. Okay, yes, humans still destroy stuff, but it's like, take bunnies. What was it? Isn't there like an island where they released bunnies off onto the island? It's like, yeah, even if you killed half of the bunnies, they're gonna reproduce or reproduce again, and you're just gonna have the same problem. So sometimes you just gotta rip out the entire species. So I don't get where Thanos was coming from with that. Some areas have too much of a species, other areas don't. You can't just half destroy everything and then expect equilibrium. It doesn't work that way. He got big muscles, so everybody thought he was cool. Now Iron Man's dead. I really want an Iron Man 4 with the real Mandarin. Oh, by the way, those audiobooks I was telling you about, Iron Man 3, yeah, they fixed it. Mandarin is not fake. They actually, in the audiobook, they made him real. And then at the end of the movie, he was watching Tony Stark in the final battle in the shipping yard. He's like, I'll get you, Tony Stark. That was awesome. And Tony Stark didn't blow up his suits either. Oh, it was so good. Those two fixes. That totally would have made the movie a million times better. I'm not crying. You're crying. I'm not crying. I just don't want it to die. Oh, gross. No, don't get this all gooey. Oh, crap. Ms. Marvel. No, she's not Ms. Marvel. Gosh, Iron Man 3 made $1 billion. You guys, how did we do this? How is that such a mistake? Such a crappy movie made that much money. That was ridiculous. Ugh, this is so gross. Ugh. And I was the culprit. Yes, guilty as charged. I saw it twice. I came out of it and I was like, I think I'm supposed to like that, but like I didn't. So what does that mean? Who am I? Where did I come from? Yeah, and so my whole identity was shaken. Do I like Iron Man? Am I a fan of Iron Man? But my shirt, it has an arc reactor on it. It must mean I do. I just don't know who I am anymore. I just don't know.